Hello everyone. It's been a while since we've been together on video and we're changing that up again and I'm back. Kay's been doing them solo. It's so nice to see everyone here. If you're on replay, thank you.
Yes. So yeah, we wanted to, because we've had a few women in our community and just the women around us, we've noticed there's a little bit of the holiday and Christmas stress coming on of like everything's piling up and everything's kind of getting faster and more condensed and it can get really overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah. So we actually, in our Mother Rising community, we actually are doing a workshop this weekend on setting up for sanity in the silly season. But we thought we would take a teeny tiny piece of that today and share it on our timeline to help everyone. And it's just one small piece. There's so many pieces to relaxing and getting into flow in December because it's not an easy task, yeah. But today we thought we'd talk about Christmas shopping. I was Christmas shopping yesterday. And I had to go off the mountain down to the shopping mall, which I only do like once or twice a year. It was a bizarre experience. And I fell down a flight of stairs, believe it or not.
I can't actually walk at the moment.
No, I'm on crutches. But anyway, while I was Christmas shopping, I was noticing like all the poor families, like with the kids going nuts and the mothers freaking out and, you know, and I thought, oh, it's starting. Hey, Virginia, honey. It's starting. The craziness is starting. I thought that before I fell down the stairs, but yeah, it's just the way it was. So we want to talk about Christmas shopping today because you're probably all, for those of you who celebrate Christmas, are probably going, oh, I have to get all the presents sorted.
And whether you celebrate Christmas or not, this is really applicable. And what we're about to share with you is not, it's like it doesn't mean you need to do away with all traditional presents unless you want to and that flows for your family. But this is just looking at the essence of giving and sharing and connecting and like kind of the foundational values that would be underneath you wanting to give Christmas presents to your children. Stepping back and looking at that and looking at the different ways you can really amp that up in a way that nourishes you and your children and creates less stress and in a way that's really uniquely beneficial for them.
I think everyone would prefer to give gifts that are meaningful and that have heart and soul to them, and then sometimes it just gets really frustrating in the consumer world to try and get through my shopping list. So this is one method, and there are many. We'll probably share more over the next week or two.
Yeah.
But here's one. So one way that you can really start creating more meaning and love and connection through gift giving is to focus on or have a look or have awareness of what are your loved ones' love languages. And love languages are, I actually know who created love languages. I do. His name's escaping me though.
I think it's Gary Chapman.
I think you're right. Gary Chapman. Okay. So, and there's a suite of books on love languages, but let's just talk about love languages in the broad sense so it's not too long a life. So there are 5 major love language and a secondary one. And we have bits of all, like we appreciate all of the love languages, but one really lands with us the most, okay? And so identifying the primary love language for each of your loved ones can help you tailor and create something really special for them that is really going to communicate your love to them in a way that they can fully receive it, that is naturally the way they receive love, okay? So the 5 love languages are, I'll say them and then we'll just give a sentence or two on what that means, yeah? Okay, so there's physical touch, words of appreciation, acts of service, quality time. What am I missing?
Gifts.
And gifts. There is actually giving gifts, like receiving gifts. Okay, so if you were to think about those 5 love languages and think about the people in your immediate family or someone that you're struggling to buy a present for, and have a think about what you think might be theirs. So both our youngest boys, have physical touch as their primary love language. And that means that for them, They love hugs, they love massages, they love rough and tumble play. That sort of thing is a really important part of any connection date for them. That's how they naturally receive love the easiest.
And it doesn't mean like they're young kids, it doesn't mean they don't love gifts. Like they love gifts as well. But if, like when Lisa and I were just talking about this, I was like, this is a really beautiful thing I could give my son is, Lisa came up with it, the idea of like a massage voucher or some kind of really special, intimate moment that we give to them, and we could actually make that a gift by giving a massage voucher and dedicating a certain amount of time just to them. The massage for you. Just for me to give them a massage. And how that, like, rather than just, I feel like I have to give so many more gifts in order to show my love and to be a good mom and all of that stuff, like if some of the gifts come with this energy of like what is their love, what are their main love languages, and what really like feels like a sacred connection between us, then that can actually, even if like kind of conventionally it doesn't seem like it because we're so conditioned to think we need to just give piles of gifts, that can speak way more volumes than all those other gifts that you're stressing yourself out about giving. It can be huge.
In fact, for Spiral's birthday this year, Maddie and I gave her an experience, which we're actually trying to get it organised, to come over to our house and we'll put out nibblies and drinks, and we're going to go to our favourite online shopping sites. The girls like online shopping. And I've given them like a little voucher each to have a shared online shopping day.
She's super excited about that.
Because Spiral loves quality time. Like that's her thing, right? So have a think about the 5 love languages. So there's quality time, acts of service, physical touch, gift giving, and words of appreciation. I don't remember which ones I already said. Yeah. So my husband is words of appreciation for sure. And I was looking actually the other day, I don't know, in Pinterest or something, and there's this way that you can design this little book that gets sent out that is all the reasons you love someone, right? And I thought of him immediately. I was like, he would love that. That would really speak to his need for words of appreciation. So just have a think about what are the love languages for your family and how can you express that in a gift. And we're not saying don't go out and buy gifts. If you still want to go out and buy gifts, definitely. But this is just one way to add more meaning and more connection to what can be a very consumerist, stressed out.
Yeah, and more uniqueness, more like real connection to what that particular person in your family would uniquely love and what you can uniquely give to them, right? Like it's about the connection that happens between you both is huge, and that can really fill you up and can mean that this time of the year could actually feel nurturing for you, could feel nourishing for you.
Yeah, I think so many of us want it to be special at Christmas time, and each year, like long before the silly holiday season sets in, we're like, I want it to be different this year. I want it to have meaning, and I want it to have connection, and I want us to feel lots of joy and that sort of thing. And then it gets to November, December, and it all just starts to become this blurry to-do list of craziness that's got to fit in. And it doesn't have to look like that. And we want to provide you with some ways to think outside the box.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's it for our live in our effort to keep them super short. If anyone's got any questions for everyone who's here, much love to you. Otherwise, we're going to go and we'll see you in a couple of days.
See you and enjoy the special connections.